Alright.
Select the one you want. Put it on a different track.
And then you can.
Right. But can you cut and paste different parts of the three?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
you could
okay.
do, you could
You
get
can make one
get a
good
separate
track out of 3, 4.
Oh, you get a separate track.
Yeah,
like
that-
that. Oh, okay.
That's with the
You drag the
timeline.
okay.
The time. That's why the timeline's so pretty sweet because you can just cut and paste.
Learning how to add some vocals to my song today. This is really a funky track, I'd never use this anyway. Sitting in Guitar Center, learning how.
Actually, I don't like the song and the singing, but it has a good sound as far as the. It's pretty full, the sound itself.
Sounds a little better than it usually sounds with my
Guitar
SM58.
Center in the morning, listening.
Yeah, it does, but I don't know whether it's the mic itself or the or
I'm going to dance show today.
the.
That is today. When did that start?
Started like last Wednesday, and I think tonight's the last night. I think.
Wondering what the
Another one got that Rhodes piano thing.
Yeah.
That's so strange.
Riders on the storm.
Yeah, a little bit, dude.
This is take number 2.
This is a funky track.
Oh, that would
I like to
go
keep
right
that
in
part.
there.
Funky
You know, like
track.
Yeah, like on a bridge or something. Yeah.
That's how we started. You were
Oh,
looking
let
for
me
good
sing.
endings. Maybe you just keep the.
Won't you let me sing? Funky track.
Mike, you should have done that. I haven't had enough caffeine this morning to be creative.
Take funky track and just loop it, right?
Funky, take you to the funky track.
Take you to funky track.
There you go.
So I copied that little piece out, and I'm just going to do a quick edit here.
Oh, show me how to do the cut. How do you? I know how to do it on Final Cut Pro,
What I did
but
was-
how do you cut like
This
a?
was your original take right here.
Uh-huh.
And I just went onto that and I just literally copied it to another track, so I have this already untouched.
Yeah.
When I make my edit, I do it on a separate track.
Okay.
So I've soloed it. and
So
I
once
put my
you have all
position-
3 takes into one track, you can then select
I
which
only
one
took
you want and
2 out
pull.
of them.
Okay,
Right,
but you
I
can
pulled-
and then you pull
I
them
pulled
into a
that
separate
first
track.
one out because
Okay.
it's got that funny line in it and copied it.
Okay.
And we'll go back to the one that was a little bit more solid. But I wanted to grab an
Okay.
edit here real quick. So I've just lined it up right here and soloed it. So what we have is
This is take number 2.
This is a funky track.
that's what I'm going to want to probably use, right?
You know, yeah. How do you
So,
cut and
but
paste
the
that?
first thing I want to do is grab the whole thing, and I'm going to just come in and split the track. So go into edit, boom, it's split. So now I can dump all the rest of it, right? And I'm just for now going to move it out of the range of what we're working on. We're going to go back to it later,
Okay.
right?
Can you do that again, or show me what you did? Undo and just get back to that. And what is it? Apple Z, or what is the to undo, or come down there to the file? Okay.
Undo. Now I'm back to where I was.
Okay. Now should
So
now do
I've
that
already
slowly.
copied what we had here. This was your original take. This is the third
Right.
pass right here.
Right.
But I went into the first take and copied it over to here
All right.
because we've got that cool little funny line right here. So just to get it all cleaned up a little bit, I've now soloed it, and I put my marker right here, and I click onto it. So now it's live.
Now that's the second track. What
This
happened
is-
to right?
This is the first take that you did. We're
Oh,
going
it
to
is?
use take 3 and this little part of take 1, which I've now copied down to another track.
Okay.
So I want to get rid of all this other stuff that we don't need. So by putting my marker right here, I just go to edit, split.
Split.
See how now it's
Okay.
separate?
You
And
got
click
that?
on that and hit
I'm
delete.
okay.
You catching
You
this,
can do
Mike?
that in Sonar too?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got-
Splitting and then deleting. I just got rid of all that other junk that
Excellent.
I don't need.
All right.
Now we're going to revisit this later, and I don't know where we want to put it into it yet. So I'm going to move it just out of the line.
Out of, or, okay.
So that when we go into working that other take, it's
Yeah.
not part of it.
Oh, okay, now I
We're
get
going
it.
to revisit it later. So now
I didn't
I'm
even know that
back
was, that
here.
older take was there. Okay, cool.
So
All right.
now I'm back into this.
Hitting that guitar center, trying to learn some songs to play. Learning how to add some vocals to my song today. This is really a funky track, I'd never use this anyway. Sitting in guitar center, learning how to record me. Time to go to chorus. This isn't even in my key. Time to go to chorus. Well, let it be.
I said that. Now
Right
it makes
on.
sense, right?
Yeah.
Say my key, right?
So I think I
It's
know
way
where I
too
want
high,
to put
yeah.
that little snippet. So I want to come in and edit
Way
this
out of
a
my
little
range.
bit more.
Okay.
This might be a little tricky. So first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this part. Let's go back to listening to that. And, oh, actually, I want to view it here. So
This is take number 2. This is a funky track.
that's what I want. This is a funky track. So I'm going to do a quick little split right there.
Professional audio, line 1, pro audio, line 1.
It's all splitting. See, this is, and on the Final Cut, you use some scissors or something where you actually,
Right.
or no, a razor blade where you
Mm-hmm.
you bring it down. But this is split,
Got a
huh?
little more of a tight edit. Let's take the back side. Actually,
Funky track.
Could add that in like every
Funky track. Funky track.
third beat. Just keep bringing that on there.
Loop it.
Yeah, that'd be my exactly. Just get a whole measure or two in there and just have.
This is a funky track.
Funky track. Funky track.
I knew you said
Yeah.
it that way.
I think this is just about humiliating people.
yeah, you know, that was part of the play on it. When we were discussing about doing that. Come again. Yeah.
Hey, I have enough confidence.
All right, so I want to work in this little section, so I'm going to grab my loop and bring it down to
What
where
did-
I want it to be.
What did you just do? What's that with the?
Well, this is my loop. This is that bar range tells me what section we're playing in. So
Okay.
instead of having the whole thing, I just want to be in this little nug here.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna hit and miss on this until I find that right spot to kind of what I'm thinking. So let's try it from about here.
Time to go to chorus. Well, let it be. This is a funky track.
Oh, I like that, but I see what you're saying. You're in.
Time to go to chorus. Well, let it be. This is a funky
Yeah,
track.
a little bit. You need to move it over a little bit.
Funky track.
Add a little bit more to the right to get a little rest in there. No, the other way.
Yeah.
Like a.
So that's
Two.
moving at 1 beat.
Time
Yeah.
to go to chorus. Well, let it be.
2, 3, 4.
This is a funky track.
Now back a little bit to the left. I see, because you want to get it in time where it actually sounds like it's.
So is it usually set to snap to the beat?
Yeah.
But you can set it to not, right?
That's gonna be the tricky part here. Let's see what I do on this. I'm gonna scoot it out.
I'm gonna go to chorus, let it be 1, 2. This is a. Yeah.